Good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining with us for another midweek reflection. This past Sunday, Pastor Ryan talked to us about loving God boldly. And I've been thinking about that. What does that mean? What does it mean to love God boldly in your life? And as I thought about it and what it might look like in my life, or maybe in the lives of others, I've realized that loving God boldly may have something to do with what we're going to be talking about today. You see, when I think about our society and I think about the struggles that we have, I think at the end of the day, what we're really talking about is power. Power to do great harm to other people, or the power to do great things for one another. I think about power, and I think a lot of us, when we think about it, we're thinking politics, right? We're thinking about those who have the power to make laws or change things. And I think that power is real, but I'm talking about the power that each and every one of us has. The power to influence, the power to speak into one another, the power to care for one another in very real and tangible ways. Even though we may consider the small things, the small acts of our lives to be meaningless or minuscule compared to maybe some of the other things that happen all around the world, the reality is that God has given each and every one of us a great power, a power to be able to really impact one another. So when I think about the power of God to love one another, the power of God to live out that love in each other's lives, I think that what we have within us is the ability to make amazing changes in the lives of those around us. So when I think about that kind of power, what I'm really thinking about is being able to be kind to one another. You see, I look at this world and I look at all the ways that we go about confronting one another, sharing our opinions, and maybe doing it in ways that are harmful, or maybe doing it in ways that may be selfish. And I wonder if there's a better way. And the better way is using the power of kindness to care for one another and to look to the needs of another person rather than your own. I think that's biblical. So the question that I want to ask you today, the question that I want you to think about is, who will you be kind to? Who will you be kind to? And I think that's an important question because it allows us to use the power that we have, not for ill, not for simply sharing our opinion because we know we're right, but instead being kind to one another first. And that's what I want us to do. And that's something that I'd like us to share. How can we be kind to one another? And how can we further that power of kindness in being good to one another? Thanks. See you next week.